In this video demonstration, we're going to learn how to use ArcFM Advanced Labeling to label based upon multiple attributes. In my map, I've added transformer and primary overhead electric line segment. These do not currently have a label expression on them. So I'm going to create a label expression here for transformers to begin with. So I've brought up ArcFM Advanced Labeling, and I'm working with a standard field text labeler. The first field I'm going to use is subtype CD, and then I'll add just a dash after that, and then we'll sort this alphabetically so that we can see things easier here. And then I'll look for operating voltage. Again, add a little bit of static text to my label expression. This is where that's coming from, right here. And after operating voltage, I'll add phase. And again, dash. Don't really have to have the dash here, that's optional. And then finally we'll use rated kVA as the fourth and final attribute. And I'll go ahead and choose apply and OK. So you see the results on the screen. What we need to do now is output those results to a related table. The way that's done is by going to the top level node here, selecting output from the drop-down list, choosing that we do want to write labels to related tables and specifying a table name. In this case, I'll just call it sub for subtype, operating voltage, phase, kVA. Join that table to the feature layer, and in this case we are not going to store labels as numbers, and we do want to create a label. So I'll choose create table and click apply and OK. When we go to the Source tab, we see that we have a new table that's been added called sub, OPV, phase, kVA. Go ahead and open this thing up. This table is related now to the transformer feature layer, and we see that it has a column in it called AAR text. There's only 20 records currently in here, and that's because I'm currently displaying 20 transformers, but I probably want to have all of the transformers ultimately end up in this table so that I can symbolize and select using that data. To fully populate that table then, what we do is we use this tool, which comes with AAL, and this tool, which I'll slide over here, is going to add related records to that table, and if we just click on apply here, we'll see that new records are going to be added to it. And it takes a little while for that table to populate. This is a one-time operation, so once this table has been built, related, and populated, it will just maintain itself as you pan and zoom around inside of ArcMap. Once complete, you'll get a notification of how many total features were added to the joined table, in this case 1,192. And then for each unique grouping, you can see the total number of features that were found. Now, to symbolize on that particular field, we're going to use standard ESRI functionality here. I'm going to go to the Symbology tab of my transformer layer properties, and for the value field, I'll scroll all the way down and choose AAR text. That's the field that's coming from that related table. I'll choose add all values, and then choose OK. Now in this particular case, there are an awful lot of values that we can see here. Those are all of the unique combinations of those 4 different attributes that we found. Now just to demonstrate that this is all live and linked, let me draw your attention to this particular transformer here, 32400 delta C25. If I look at that and I change the symbology for it right here, I'll just choose a green circle in this case, but of course you could use any ESRI symbol that you wanted. It turns green in the map. And if I select that transformer, like so, and maybe I make some kind of attribute change to it, for example, I might change the phase designation from C to B, and then choose update, the symbol is going to change for that back to what we would see here in the table of contents. Now, using the exact same techniques, we can also work with linear features. In this case, I'm labeling primary overhead electric line segment based upon 4 different attributes. In this case, though, notice that there are no labels being displayed, but yet the symbology is live and linked as we saw with transformers. Let's see how that is happening. Very simple process. Again, on the ArchiFM Advanced Labeling tab, we choose Output here at the top level, and we just simply check this box, do not label this layer. When we pan and zoom, the labels are being determined, but they aren't being displayed on the screen. They are being written to the output table. In this case, it happens to be called Pri-OH, subtype, phase, operating voltage, but you could call it whatever you want. So what we've seen in this video demonstration then is that you can use ArchiFM Advanced Labeling to label based upon multiple attributes, more than just the 3 that are permitted to you using standard ESRI techniques.